Oh my goodness. Why aren't the layouts working?
Let me give it a shot. Hey, kinda. Hey.
Hey, Riverside is changing. It's
I think it's
changing.
because you're in
So,
it's because you're in London. It's because the
yeah.
internet's whack.
It's because I'm sat on the floor for
At least you're not in the bathroom.
and yeah, no, this is slightly better. This indoor window
I don't
here,
know.
just like trying to let some light through, but not really working.
Matter of opinion.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
How
subjective.
are you, dude?
Freaking amazing. I'm freaking awesome, dude. I'm so happy. I love life. I am always so grateful of everything that's led up to today. And I let tomorrow's problems be worried about tomorrow and just be in the now and put on my pants one leg at a time and all the other cool, fun things that I like to
Ah,
say.
what? That's boring. You should do it the Wallace and Gromit way, where you slide out of bed straight into your trousers. That's great.
You're assuming I'm wearing trousers. Yeah.
I hope so. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess. No one can tell. Uh,
Um,
I'm just gonna start putting these up. Hey, everybody. But you can
so I
carry on.
wanted
What are you
to,
gonna say?
yeah, go ahead. No, both. We'll do both. It's freaking earlier than normal, dude. This is a new time, and
And there are people
we
here already.
there's people here. That's the other, yeah. So like we
Yeah.
strategize this. We were like, because we went to India, right? And we're like, wait,
Yeah.
when we go on at noon, it's like freaking midnight almost in India, and like there's a whole bunch
Yeah,
of
it
people that
feels like midnight for me. Yeah.
right. Well,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing. So noon Eastern, it's like 5 p.m. It's like rush hour traffic in London and
Mm,
Europe is like all like that's not a good time for them also. Like there's not one time that's ever going to work for everybody, but there are times that could work
yeah.
for more people. And I think that this is yeah, Shruti, boom, right there. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's go. Let's go.
This time is way better.
All right. See, yeah, good. All right. And we're flexible. And actually, it's better for me because honestly, noon, I like to take a nap at like 1 o'clock for like a half an hour. If I don't get my 1 o'clock to 1:20 nap in, I would get real tired. So this is perfect. I'm a morning person. So when the caffeine's flowing the most, and yeah,
I am
how's it?
not a morning person, but I am not also I do a
You're
live
not a
stream at
person.
5 p.m.
You're not a person.
Yeah, Um, the 5 p.m. slot for me is okay. Maybe on like a weekday, a normal weekday. Sorry, this is a weekday. Friday's still a weekday, right? Yeah. But Friday, man, I was finding it so difficult. It's like the end of the week, and I'm tired, and it's the end of the day, and I'm tired. I'm double tired, and it's Friday. It's Friday evening, so I just want to go out, or I want to chill with my
Yeah.
wife and do stuff. And I'm doing a stream, which I absolutely love doing. I love doing the stream with you, bro. But yeah, that time slot's proving to be quite tricky. So, and this looks like it's better already.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to answer this. I typed it in there, not realizing I have a voice. Wrote the answer. Like, oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute, I could actually say it. I because I I say GIF. This is probably the only one that I don't
Oh
do
no.
properly. But the guy that created it says GIF. All right, so there's that whole whatever. Pint. I say pint because it's lint with PHP and I like to be accurate, even if it blows people's minds. Like that's not natural or
Except
whatever.
for GIF.
Except for GIF, that's the only one I kind of say, and I'll go both ways on it, you know. But like vite is vite because it's a French word that means fast. It's not vite or vitey. It's French for fast, and that's what's
I've
his
never heard
name?
anyone say either of those.
The freaking guy. What's his name? Oh my god, you Evan. You
Evan, you.
said it. He's like, that's what it is. It's vite. It means fast in French. That's why he chose that name.
I've got a little joke about Evan you in my slides for Monday.
Oh,
I'm gonna
oh.
keep that
So
as a surprise.
I'll watch.
Good, thanks.
Good.
There's one person who'll be paying attention at least. Um, Yeah, I didn't know that he called it something else. I just always thought it was vite.
No, I just heard other people say, see, look, Yves, vite en français, oui. I don't, that
Yeah,
was probably a
great pronunciation.
horrible French.
That was great.
Yeah. All right. Well, there we go.
The thing is, like, you
Arcade.
talk about it being correct about pronouncing things, but then you say schedule, which has come up in conversation more than once.
What? I mean, you also put S's in realize, realize, you know?
Yeah, because it's like real eyes.
Yeah, with the
No,
Z.
I don't
And we say Z, not Z.
know.
Z. What the heck is a
Z.
zebra? You say
Z.
zebra.
Do you know what I
Z.
find really difficult is actually like when we're on a conversation, I don't like should I say if I say XYZ, like I feel like I'm a little bit socially pressured into saying XYZ just so that you actually understand what I'm talking about.
I'll start, if you do that, I'll start saying schedule for you.
Okay.
And we both say
Done.
beat.
And if I ever talk about a zebra, you'll know what I'm talking about because I'll say it the way that you say
Okay,
it.
thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I
Anytime.
appreciate that.
Just for you. Nobody else.
This is all right. So we talked about how much of this we want to actually talk about on the stream today, and we decided
Oh, so tricky, so tricky.
we're not going to give it away, but we're going to give you guys a little bit more than a basic hint, I think. We're not sure how to do that, but that's what we want to accomplish. So we're going to
Is
think
it
about
hint
that.
or Heint? Oh, sorry.
Heinz, it's a heat.
Hint.
um,
Int, as the
add
French would
oo
say.
after. If you want to learn Telugu language, add oo after every word you taku. You taku.
I like
Do
Toko.
itu. Do itu. I'm trying. Trudy, how do I say this? Number one, no matter what we're gonna expose in this live stream today, it will not do anything justice until the talk on Tuesday. And I have had to change my whole. I stayed up. I fell asleep on the couch yesterday as I tried to. It's my favorite place to sleep, I think. With my laptop on my lap, keeping me nice and warm, and um, I was able to practice it like 3 or 4 times all the way through, timing it and all that stuff, which with the slides, and um, it's good. I feel comfortable with it, even though I just changed it all. Oh God, what do you say? All right, so here's the thing. Everything's changing for the way better. And the thing that we thought may not even
Gosh.
actually be possible, we learned is possible, and easy, and not easily achievable, but has been achieved. Okay. The thing that we all want has happened. Okay. I think that's a little bit more than a strong
The
hint.
thing that we
Okay.
all want. I mean, if it was the thing that I wanted that had happened, then we probably wouldn't be on the stream right now. Because
Well,
I'd be just like sipping margaritas somewhere.
no way, dude. This is my favorite place to hang out, is with the people that know
Oh
and love
yeah,
us.
no.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you show me up. That's true. I
Yeah.
would still come back
Yeah.
for this. I'd get the camera on the pool and you'd see my margarita and probably my
we'd
nipples.
all be at the pool with the margaritas. How about that?
Yeah, no, that would be even better. Rather than just me being in a pool and dialing in, we'd do a real event and there would be a pool and there would be drinks and whatever people wanted and we'd be together,
All of
enjoying each
us
other's company. Yeah.
on a yacht in India, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it'd have to be a cruise ship, right?
Yes,
We'd go
dude.
around
Someone
and
was
see
it you
everybody.
that said, oh, somebody I was talking to, oh, maybe it was Logan, was like, they should do a Laracon on a cruise ship.
Yeah,
How
I would
awesome would
hate
that
that,
be?
but no.
Why?
Well, because I hate the idea of a cruise ship, honestly. But
Oh,
um, I'm not like, it's like I don't mind being on the water and stuff, but just I don't know. There's something of if it was just a small boat, enough for like a few, the number of attendees, not like these huge. I mean, there's some massive ones, right? And it's like they've got 3 hotels inside the cruise ship. It's like, what? Isn't it just a giant hotel? No, it's like a friggin' city, and there's like 400,000 people. It's like, oh my
True.
God.
We'll get a private. Uh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I've
it'd
always
just be
been
like a
like,
big yacht.
my biggest fear in life is sharks. And it's like I would get in a tank, like a cage, because I want to face my fears. You know what I mean? But I like
Hmm.
even as a kid swimming in like the pools at the gyms and stuff, like the big pools. I always thought like the wall was gonna open and a shark's gonna swim. And so I like as soon as I dive from the diving board, I would quickly swim to the side and get out of the pool as fast as possible. It's like a very real
Mm.
fear of mine. And so like that has always been. I've never been on a cruise. I want to go on a cruise, though if it did go down, there wouldn't be the cage to save me from the sharks. I'll just take the drowning. That's fine.
This
Anyway,
is the best way to go. You need the rescue helper from Laravel to come and save you.
I would not. I love Nuno. Nuno loves me. I would not base my pronunciation of any words based on how Nuno does it. Shat.
No.
What? No, come
He-
on. Nuno.
If he says pint, it's pint. I think he
I
actually
don't
changed
think
his
so.
I think he changed his mind about it because somebody said to him, "Oh, this looks like the English for pint of beer." And yeah, anyway, that doesn't matter. Um,
Yeah,
can't,
he's wrong.
can't be
Yeah.
on cruise. Yeah,
All
okay.
right. Swiss mountains during winter skiing between talks. I will not go skiing. I cannot be on any kind of board ever. I broke both my ankles and my elbow snowboarding, skiing, skateboarding when I was young. I'm just not
Yeah.
gonna do it anymore. I'll watch you guys. I'll go sledding. That'll be fun. I'll push Simon down a hill. That'd be fun. Like cool
You
runnings.
just you
Cool.
just want to like shove me and watch me
Yeah.
slide away
Yeah. No,
uncontrollably.
tumble. I want to tumble. Cartwheel effect.
A
Be
good
so
a
cool.
good old cartoon tumble as I just like get bigger and bigger in a snowball
You
and then
land
hit a
and you go
tree.
whoosh, and your
Yeah.
hair flies back like whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Oh
Uh,
god. Um.
so
So
yeah,
we've
go
got
again.
a couple guesses in here, and I'm going to say, well, Shruti said she can guess, and Shruti, you absolutely can guess. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna.
Let's get everybody to put their guesses in the chat.
That'd be
Everybody
fun.
put guesses
We're
in the
not
chat.
going
We're
to
not going to
confirm or
confirm
deny
or
any
deny.
of them, but I want to see where people's heads are at. That would be fun. I do want to see that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very excited. Um, I was just talking about it with my uncle. Like the fact that this happened a week before I get to speak at the largest stage I've ever been able to talk from
Mm,
is more than just coincidence, I think. It's going to change it's going to change everything. Yeah.
it is.
So yep.
You
So I
can't
like these
can't
coming in.
confirm or deny any of
I'm
these.
not going to confirm or deny any of these.
This is
Yeah.
great. Snarly, I am also guessing same as
Hi
Shruti.
Sonali. Hot reload. I will say hot reload already works.
Yeah,
but
that's denying. But I
but not on jump. So who
mm,
knows? So who knows?
good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually
Yeah.
reaching for that the other day. I was like, oh man, why doesn't this hot reload work? That's
With
annoying.
what we're doing though, I think it will get better. I think it can get better. It's something I want to tackle. It's just there's we got a whole map of the earth in front of us and we throw a dart of what we're going to tackle. There's a million things to work on. Um hello, Carol. Carol?
Hey,
I know I've seen that
Carol.
name. I've seen that name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 He's around on
He's in
Twitter and
Discord,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Twitter, yeah. Yep.
it's probably in Twitter. Um, I met him at Laracon EU last year, and we've chatted a little bit after that. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. Like I am shocked, surprised, and elated that we both have slots at this
That's
year's thing.
crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we are two different people.
Really?
So, I mean, we both represent kinda the front half, but we are we are not going to confirm or deny anything, Willem.
Willem, you know very well.
We're not going to confirm or deny, but yes, we're having a baby. In Amsterdam, perfect place to announce that.
Yeah.
We do have some things that we are going to discuss, so we shouldn't just like keep beating around the bush here about
Yeah, no,
this.
that's not
Let's move on. It's
good
a
guesses,
lot of a tease.
everybody. You're
Good
all wrong.
guesses. You're all wrong.
And you're all right as well.
And you're all right. Yay, you're all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. The kids are all right.
Milk in the tea. I like it actually. I kind of like it.
Mm.
All right. I'm pulling up the notes here. What do we got to talk about? Number 1, PHP UK. Simon just spoke at a conference called PHP UK in London last week. I think it was like the 20th or 21st.
It was exactly last Friday.
Last Friday. And how did that go, Simon?
It was good. It was smaller than it's been in previous years, I feel. It was sort of in this basement in an office building. And not that, I mean, basements makes it sound like dingy and dark, but it was very good space. They had like these three, well, they had many rooms, but they had three rooms that they were using for talks and stuff. And so it was just, and it wasn't like spread out too far. I think there's probably like a couple of hundred people there.
All right.
Which it was good. And like as the event goes, you know, it was organized really well. The team behind it have been doing it for many years, and they did a good job. I think what's happening though is like I feel like the PHP, the general PHP events, and they put a little bit of emphasis on this at the end of the day when they did a talk with getting everybody in one room, was they're becoming less well supported because I think people are going more, it's either Laravel or Symfony. I think that's kind of the general vibe of where the community is kind of heading. And I think there is, having gone to that day and seen, you know, people from the PHP Foundation, core developers of PHP, people who are being paid to work on the language, like rubbing shoulders with them, chatting to them, getting insights. There's still value in all of that stuff, and we should try and encourage just general PHP. But yeah, I
Well, it's
think
one
there's
of those
also
like
gone.
the tide that rises all ships kind of thing, right? The more that goes
Yeah.
into core, the better all of our lives can get from that. So there's always going to be value in that for sure. Sounds like you had a blast. Is that what you're saying?
It was a good day, and I really enjoyed my talk, and the fact that I was
Did anybody else?
able to, the three people that were there, you know. Oh no, Derek Rethens was in attendance. He was in the front row. I think he was falling asleep a little bit, but that's my fault, not his.
I don't know. I know that guy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, if you don't know Derek Rethens, he's the guy who is the creator of Xdebug.
I already
Yeah,
told you.
so
I'm gonna make that shirt for Chicago.
yeah, do
Anyway,
it.
I'm going to. I actually don't care.
But no, the room. So I was in the big room, and there was quite a lot of people in there. So I was happy with that. You know, it's like, despite the fact that it was a generic PHP community event, actually quite a few people turned out for something that's very, at the moment, Laravel specific.
Yeah.
And something that I feel maybe some people fundamentally don't agree with, or like what we're trying to do with native PHP, but you know, we still had a
You know
good
what I
turnout,
say?
which was good.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Um,
No, I don't care.
honestly, haters gonna hate, and what do they say? Like, you've made it when you've got enemies or something like that, like,
I don't.
or
There was no
haters, or
enemies. Nobody like brought their leather gloves out and slapped me across the face. So it was fine.
oh,
I
well,
got
we
on with
got a ways to
everybody, which
go.
is nice.
We have more people to
Yeah.
offend. Then we're gonna get there. Don't worry. I'll help
Oh
you. I
yeah.
will help.
No, I think
Um,
we're onto a winning streak at the moment though, with all the stuff that's happening.
I
So I
think
don't know how
so.
that's
I
going to
think,
happen.
look, number one, making it free, open source, and all the PRs coming, like that alone has helped tremendously. But nothing's gonna help like what we've got coming up here. Actually, I wanted to do this first. When we talked about this before the show, I wanted to, because we have, just like all YouTube videos, people drop off over time. So I want to get to this first. We did say we were going to make an announcement, a release announcement. Yes?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to make an announcement right now. Is everybody still there? You guys kind of fell asleep, or is it just Simon talking? Maybe Derek's onto something here. You guys still there? Hello, hello. How many people are there? Um, I'm good. We're gonna make an announcement. I'm gonna make this announcement officially, like on stage. It's not released yet. It will be in the coming days. And this was, until a week ago, this was going to be my final slide. I'm going to show everybody the slide. This was going to be the final slide in my announcement. So we're okay letting everybody know what's this part of things. So enough of that.
This part is good.
This part's good. I think you guys are going to like this.
The other
Let me
bit that
share
it's
my.
going to be is even better. Just think about that.
Yes, that's exactly right. All right. So hide this. You guys see my screen, the inception effect, yeah?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Then you see this screen here. All right. Here we go. Version 3.1. Again, it's not released right now. It will be in the coming days. You guys get first look at what we're about to do here. And let me see if I can practice my thing here. So currently, version 3 and everything backward, or for the most part, everything backwards. We are running PHP 8.4.15. We're supporting iOS version 18 plus and Android 13 plus. Let's talk about Android here for a second. Android 13 plus is roughly 64% of the global market share of active Android users. And that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad until you learn the fact that there are 4 billion active Android users. Then you're saying there's almost 2 billion people, a quarter of the Earth's population, that cannot use our software. And that's almost as many people as can use us for iOS. All right, just to put it in perspective. So version 3.1, we're happy to announce when this is released, we are going backward compatible. Version 12, roughly 79% of the global market share. No, 91% of the
Oh
global
my
market
gosh.
share. Yeah, psych. We're going all the way,
What?
dude.
What?
Android Oreo version 8 plus, 99.7% of the Android users, which is as just about, I think it's actually more than the iOS. And
Yeah.
we're also going back to we're upgrading, so it'll be based on your composer.json, PHP 8.5.3. So if you have
Crazy.
8.5.3 or if you have 8.5, yeah.
Ba, 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 ba,
So there you go.
ba.
There are more things. So I actually just like pushed out a cool change yesterday, the day before. Just some little developer experience kind of things for this release as well. So currently, when you run PHP Artisan Native install, if you're on Mac, it's going to ask you, do you want to do iOS or Android or both? And so it's just going to do both by default. You can pass a flag in of only one or the other if you're on a Mac. If you're on Windows, it's only going to do Android because you can't do iOS on. You cannot do iOS on. I'm trying to think if with Jump, if that would work. Nope, it doesn't have anything to do with Jump. So that's number one. Number two, what was it? Yeah, it's going to base which version it downloads based on what you have in your Composer JSON. So if you have 8.5 in your Composer JSON, it'll download 8.5.3. If it's anything lower than 8.5, even if it's 8.2, because we haven't done builds for anything but 8.4. So it's going to use the latest patch of 8.4, which right now is 8.4.18. And then the other thing it does is when you run the install the first time, it downloads those binaries. We're putting those into your storage directory now. And we're going to detect if they're in there. If they're already there, then we're not going to download them again. So subsequent installs, if you have to do another install later, we don't have to download those binaries again. It's going to speed things up. It's very fast, obviously, because you're just copying some files from one directory to another and not having to download anything.
Beautiful. That's amazing. I mean, we've had a lot of people come back to us about Android compatibility and support. So
I mean, when we were in India, man, I could see like so many people using older devices, and it's like they just can't. Where what's the word? Like we're what's the right word? I want the right word for this. Obscuring. It's not obscuring. Anyway, we're saying no to these people, and there's no reason. I mean, technically there were reasons, but I worked through that, figured it out, got it out there, tested it all the way back. I tried it on version 7, doesn't work on 7, and that's okay because 99% is enough for me.
yeah, no,
And
that's just
yeah, now there are some gotchas with that. The
amazing.
older devices, the web view is not capable of doing modern CSS. So there's inherent issues with that. So you have to change things. There's going to be a new a set of env keys that you can put in to specify what version you want to build for. You could put any number you want to in there, just test things, obviously. And so there's like the minimum SDK. There's the target SDK, which is what you're compiling against, and there's another one too. It'll all be in the docs, which we have to update, but all that will be yeah. You just say my minimum is 26, and that's it. It will default to 33, which is what the current is.
Yeah.
So
And
there you
to
go.
be fair, like we could set that to the kind of lowest values as the default things, like because
I
if
wouldn't.
our code all sure, I'm just saying like actually the thing that matters in whether you decide, you know, what you decide that value should be is what your plugins are capable of doing, right? Because that's the only bit of now custom code.
Correct.
So if you're installing, like if you've created a plugin and it's using APIs that require newer SDKs, then your minimum needs to be it sort of needs to match the highest one of those. And
Correct.
yeah, if you're using a third party plugin, you need to be mindful of what their minimum SDK versions are for these things. But yeah, this is huge. Like that's you know, like you said, we're basically doubling the number of addressable devices for native PHP, which is crazy when you think about it being into the billions. So yeah, huge opportunity for people building apps with this.
With the version stuff, the only thing that I would say why we wouldn't want to go with the lowest that might work with it is because if that ends up being in a version where the web view is not compatible with modern CSS, it forces users to test on those, and they might not want to or care.
Mm,
So we'll think about that. But
mhm.
are we talking about this?
What actually is that? It's a beauty spot for your wall.
It is. So these shelves are a pain in the ass to put up, and I missed something at one point, and so that's like an old hole for this. I missed or something. Yeah.
That you were
Yeah,
way
anyway.
off.
Well, it's
I
not.
mean, I
It
feel,
was like I had to move it. There's some down here too. Do you guys see these?
yeah, but you're in the way.
There's a shadow. Yeah.
Craig's like
Yeah.
scratching his screen, trying to like, what the, get what?
Is this better?
Uh, mm,
That's not gonna work at all, is it?
that's yeah, that's kind of if
It's
you
still
just
there.
tilt it, if you turn it towards the front a little bit, there you go. Oh, it's not gonna prop up.
Hey, how's that?
No, now we can fully see it in the middle.
Oh my God. This is really fun. This is entertainment, you guys. This is
So
what
close.
mornings are like when my
Craig's
caffeine's
watching
first kicking
very,
in.
he's like, oh, it's so close. And that delay, it's got everything
What if
like
I
you
do
say,
like
no, a
this?
little bit more. And he's like, oh, no.
Uh,
All right.
this is
Well,
perfect.
not that
Here.
this isn't fun for absolutely everybody, but
Yeah, it
I
is.
think, I think that is that enough for like the tease? Oh no, I was going to say something else about so we had done for the first time ever, and I think somebody who's watching today was on that call, a partners call
Later,
yesterday.
Carol.
Ciao. Um, and that was good. I feel like I wasn't really we oh well, this is the whole like email mess up. So I should actually explain that as well because I sent out an email. I think it was on Monday to like everybody on the mailing list, which was a mistake. Oops.
Oops.
But then double mistake. Thank you, Claude. It was also completely empty. So it was just like, what the heck is this? So many people emailed me, messaged on every channel that I like, you sent out a blank email? Like, yes. um, that was me trying to invite the very small number of partners, not everybody.
You could have
Mailing
texted
list,
them. There's so
yeah,
few, right?
to a special event which we did yesterday, which a few of them came to, which was great. And then we revealed the thing that we've been teasing to them early because they're our partners. So if you want to get in on the early stuff, you have to become a partner. And we've had a few people reach out about partnerships, but I think the thing to note is they're not really intended for you just as like a indie developer, unless you're like a freelancer and your business is building apps and you want to build apps with native PHP and you're doing that for clients already. Um, because partnerships is a premium thing. It's like the next level above a subscription,
Ultra.
basically. Yeah, it's like you're going to get support, you're going to get the direct link to us, and kind of premium levels of support and more. So if you're interested in that, definitely come and speak to us because we do need more partners. We've got a lot of stuff that we're trying to do, um, and every bit helps. So, but yeah, just to say, if it's just you and you're not necessarily using this to build stuff yet, becoming a partner is not. It's not just to learn about the secrets before they come out. It's a lot more
Yeah.
than that.
I look at them, they're kind of investors into the project, right? They're helping
Yeah,
us either financially or by their influence or maybe connections that they can provide for us to get us from wherever we are to where we're trying to get to next. And in exchange for that, then we we provide insight to what we're doing. We give them options and like run things by them first because they're helping us shape the future and carve that out and all that stuff. That's
yeah,
kind of what there, because we've put this out there several times and we get people that are just like, oh, I don't have a computer, but I want to be a partner. It's like, well, that's not gonna, I don't know
mm,
how that would work, but um, it could work, but yeah, it gets
yeah,
a
yeah.
little whatever. But what was the reaction from people? What would you say? Was it generally good? Because we did show them everything. We gave them almost actually a little bit more than what I can squeeze into my talk.
I mean, I saw a message that said, "That's insane," which I think is like as good a reaction as any. What else did I say? I mean, there was questions like, "How do you get ideas to push boundaries like that?" Mind blowing. Uh, what else?
one of them messaged me after and said, haha, great presentation today. Blank and I blown away.
Mm.
Yep. And
Yeah.
even though they already saw it, they're still going to try to carve out the time to watch the live stream. Smiley face.
Yeah. I feel like everybody that we've shown it to has just kind of gone,
Holy shit.
what?
Yeah.
For
Yep.
like 5 seconds or more, as they sort of like their brain sort of shuts down and goes, what? Um,
Um,
so yeah, that's
yep.
good. I think that's a good reaction, I think.
Let's go to something else because we're just gonna keep saying that until Tuesday. So,
Yeah, sorry.
this is
Not sorry.
not sorry. The subscription that's next on the list. Let's talk about the subscription.
Yeah, I was gonna try and weave that into the previous bit. So the thing, obviously we're saying, we need help and all of this, and we want partners, but that's going to be at a level that's kind of unachievable for probably the majority of the community. It's not going to make sense. Not just that it's not achievable, it's just not going to make sense for them. And what we've done up to now, when we were selling licenses on a subscription basis, was to try and fund the whole thing. Um, and what I felt was like good, potentially good about that. Don't worry, I'm not suggesting we go back to that. It's free, it's open source, it's going to be that way forever now. But there is something really beneficial for the business around this thing to provide another level of support for people. So you can use it for free. You'll always be able to ship apps for free. There's going to be no limitations on that. We're already talking about how we can make even more of the stuff free. Um, and all of that does depend on the income into the business. And one way we can do that is through subscriptions to Bifrost. Another way is sponsorships. Another way is partnerships. We've got a bunch of different ways, and we've got a few other things that we've been talking about that we can do. We'll come on to in a bit. Um, but I really liked the idea of going back to also a subscription. And obviously, it's not about licenses so much now, but what it could be is even more. We've not we've said to people who have got subscriptions at the moment, um, so kind of please keep them because we're going to transition this into something else. You don't have to. We're not obliging you to do so, but if you do, it's going to be net benefit to you. So in hopefully the next week or so, there'll be a little bit more detail about this, but we're thinking along the lines of um, getting access to all of the first party plugins as part of a subscription, and getting like team management tools so that you can give those plugins out to your team, and this all being included in just a very, very low monthly or annual subscription. And you said it earlier, I think we should call it ultra, basically. So we had mini,
Ultra
pro, and max, and we've got air, and now
Air
we're gonna have
Ultra.
ultra. So
We're gonna make our own phone. Just kidding.
shut up. I'm not ready for that. But yes, I
No.
would do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. The Laravel phone. How
Um,
about that? Why? Why not? Um,
yeah.
on that, I think number one, I think that we should not have necessarily like limited subscription. I mean, yeah, it's different than license, but we're saying to everybody that had a subscription before, please renew. It helps us and we'll give you benefits. And I think that same philosophy could apply to newcomers too. There's no reason why it shouldn't. And because it's still going to help us and there be benefits. And so some of these other things that we're going to talk about in the upcoming months, that could play into that could play into our plugins, because again, third party plugins are I don't feel any kind of justification in giving away something that somebody else has worked on to any bit. They have an expectation of income per sale and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And so I think third party plugins won't be discounted, but ours would be. And we're still going to be making our own. There's plenty that I want to do and want to get to officially supported. Um,
yeah,
the community has given us so many, man. Like there's like 30 waiting for us to and
yeah.
that was actually one of our
Crazy.
topics too, is just talk about that for a second. We're working on legal stuff because there's like legal when you're taking money for products, especially if they're not your own. And like if there's someone complains or a refund, like who covers a cost and all that kind of stuff. But
Mm,
then there's also like hooking up Stripe and which is mostly done. You did most of that work. So
yeah,
we've got to get through that and then enable that probably within a couple weeks. I think it's probably one of the first things that we got to do after Amsterdam.
yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, there's some stuff to work through there. And I think we'll find the right footing because there's going to be people who want to potentially take the subscription option, and they've already sort of bought some of our plugins that we've been selling, and we'll work that out, so that it's equitable. Um, I don't want anybody to be like extra out of pocket because we just didn't have the thing in the place at the right time, whatever. So yeah, if anybody's got any questions about that, I'm happy to chat about it. But obviously, all of the detail will come out in the next couple of weeks, and the plugin stuff. So, the marketplace and people being able to sell their own plugins. We've started doing free. If you've got free plugins that are already public and you just want them listed on the marketplace, we are now kind of bringing some of those in. So
RK's
if
got
you're
one
doing
actually,
anything
and I
open.
kept telling him I'm going to try to get to it today. I told him yesterday. He
Mm,
did one, and I've just got to go through and just look at it and approve it. Those were less strict on like there are some validation things that I've got on my side for that. Just so you guys know, we haven't talked about this actually at all. Um, so when you submit one to us, if it's free, we're not going to test those out because it's free. If there's problems with it, uh, people have to go to you with their problems. And so in your README, you need to put some either like open up issues on the repo or put an email address for support. So those one of those two things has to be in there. And I've got some scripts that validate that stuff.
cool.
When I go to review that, and then like testing on minimum versions and all that stuff, which now you're gonna have to when 3.1 comes out, you're gonna have to redo that stuff anyway, just
Yeah.
so you understand, what is working, what isn't working. So, um, yeah, free ones, there's not a lot, we're not going to do a lot of testing. Anything that's paid, it's going to take a little bit more time for us because we want to make sure that they're working as expected, that the
Hmm.
documentation matches the outcome and, all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah.
it's going to take a little bit more time, but it's because we want great products on our marketplace. So it's
Yeah.
best for everybody.
I, I'm just going to say as well, I mean, we haven't formalized this, but I think it's the right way to go, is we're offering the marketplace really as like a distribution channel. There's nothing
Mhm.
stopping you from
Correct.
selling your own plugin through other means if you wish to. So if it doesn't get approved for our marketplace, that doesn't prevent you from actually getting it out there. It's
Nope.
really just about bringing them all together in one place. And so the bar has to be a little bit higher for the paid ones. That's all.
Dare I even say, like, I think that eventually it's going to happen anyway, but I mean, there's nothing stopping the community from creating their own marketplace. They can make their own. There's
Yeah,
literally nothing stopping you if that's, wanted to. And it's kind of competing with us, but not really because our whole goal at the end of the day is for everybody to use a product. So,
yeah.
um, I don't think my feelings would be hurt too much by that, honestly.
No. Well, the thing is as well, all of the code for it is open source. So, like there's
Right.
literally nothing stopping anybody doing that.
Nothing. Yeah. Yep. So there you go. Um, thanks. Esser, all right. I heard someone say your name the other day. I've always said Esser, but heard, I think it was Willem actually. It was like Easer. No, it wasn't Willem. Is it number one? You just tell me number one, Easer, or is it Esser, number two? One or two. Easer, Esser. I've always been curious. Well, I've not always been curious. I've been curious since I heard that. I was like, actually, that sounds right. Easer.
Is
Easter
it
to
like
rhyme with Easter.
Esau?
Esor?
Yeah,
Is
isn't
the
there like
O.
a biblical character, Esau?
Esol. Esol. How with an R?
No,
Oh. Esar. What
with a
book is
U.
this in?
Is it like
Oh. Oh.
Jacob's
Maybe.
brother? Is it Jacob's brother?
No. Esol.
It is. Yeah, I see. I know my Bible stories. Um,
I do too.
but I don't know if it's
I
the same
challenge
kind of
me on
name.
it. Jacob's brother in the Bible. Esau. A-U.
Yeah.
No R though.
No, it looks similar. That's all I was thinking, but it's probably not related.
Totally different tangent. It's number 3. Number 3. You guys. All right.
I
We'll
I
settle
don't
it over
mind.
a, we'll settle it over a pint in Amsterdam.
That sounds painful.
Well, maybe. Depends on
Cool.
which side of the glass you are. All right. So marketplace 3.1. We just tapped on something else too. I can't remember because that's the way my mind works. Subscriptions. What else we got? Ooh, I like this
There's a
one. The
there's a
vibes.
question there's a question here about this.
Oh,
Can we use GitHub or local repository for plugins?
I mean, for your own, you
Yeah.
can use, yeah, you absolutely can use your own. Yeah, that should work even in Bifrost builds. That's the only thing that I would be concerned about. Because it's your composer will package it into the right place anyway, and then the plugin registration will work as intended, and there should be no problem for that. So, like, if you
Yeah.
just do PHP Artisan native plugin create, it's going to put it in it's by default. It's going to ask you if you want to move it someplace, but it puts it into a packages directory, and yeah, it'll put it in Composer, and or it will prompt you to put it in Composer, but then just Composer require it, and you're good to go. That should work.
I think that's kind of interesting, actually. I think there might be an opportunity to put it into a well-known. I'll have a think about that. Like you could point your composer.json at a known, just a directory, and I think it will traverse subdirectories for composer packages. So if we put it in like native PHP slash plugins and you create them there, and then you just have the composer JSON pointing at that, then for like your local plugins, they can all live there and they can be committed to Git, and then it would work through Bifrost and it'd be nice and clean because you wouldn't have all of these path repositories registered in your composer.json. I need to
And
explore
yeah,
that though.
and we do have to, because we get ignore the native PHP directory. We'd have to change that too.
Okay, yeah.
Iser
Fine.
with a rolling R like croissant. Wait a minute. That it makes
There's
no
no
sense.
there's no rolling R in croissant.
Croissant. Croissant. Oh god.
There isn't even an R in croissant.
Oh. Oh, isn't there?
No, because the
I
way you
always thought there
pronounce it
was.
is not like you don't say cross. Like
No.
it should
But in
be qua.
America,
Qua.
we butcher everything. Yeah, croissant. Croissant.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Vibes. We were going to talk. You said vibes. I heard the word
Yeah,
vibes.
baby. Just a reminder, you guys, we're having a party. We got some sponsors we're talking to try to help. Again, our goal is this. All right. And I've been thinking about this. We might change things up a little bit. We might do a talk. We might. We do have to come up with some kind of schedule, because if it's just like, hey, everybody come and hang out and eat food, that's not as much of a sale. If we're like, hey, from this time to this time, we're doing this, whatever. Like, we have to come up with some kind of structure to it. When is lunch going to be
Mhm.
served at least, and the hours around that. Some kind of scheduling in there. The vibes. Go ahead.
Scheduling.
Oh
Sorry.
God, I messed up. Sorry.
Terrible.
I'll say zebra for you. So
That-
we're gonna
You've
do
redeemed
shirts. I
yourself
think we
immediately.
put
Zebra.
zebras and croissants and schedules on the shirt that we do. It's the stupidest idea ever. I've had worse. That's not true. Uh,
That is true.
God,
You have had worse.
I do feel sorry for you sometimes because I hear my own self talking. I'm like, oh, poor man, that poor man. Yeah. Anyway, the whole goal for the vibes is to keep the vibes going. You know, you got them good old feels from having gone to a Laracon for a couple days. There's like minimal time to talk between. You make a friend or 10 and got an idea. We've both been there. Like we've been there so many times. Like, man, now we got to go home. And then it's like you want to just keep that going. And there's an opportunity to keep that going just a little bit longer at the vibes. We're charging $89 for a ticket. It's really, we're not trying to make any money on this. We'll probably end up having to pay even if we sell out on tickets, honestly, because food and the venue
Yeah.
and like the other stuff we want to do and all that stuff. But come and hang out. If you're going to Laracon US, get a ticket for this. Come and hang out with us. We're going to be there all day long, eating sandwiches and drinking coffee and Coke Zeros and like acting like we do. We're going to try to get some other folks in there. I think I'm going to try. I'm going to name some names. No one said yes to any of this, but we're going to try. I'd love to get Eric Barnes in there and Harris. Harris already bought a ticket, actually. Harris already bought a ticket
He's
from Laravel
definitely
News.
coming. Yeah.
He's definitely going. I would love for the mostly technical guys to show up. I would love for someone like Pat Sajak from the Wheel of Fortune. That'd be cool. Or like
Don't think he knows about it. You
Billie
might need to send
Eilish
him a message.
may or may not show up. I don't know.
I did see her tweet something about Laravel one time, but
Yep, it could happen. So yeah, so continue the vibe. Zach's gonna be there. Zach got a ticket. I saw your name come through. Thank you so much, Zach.
yeah,
Zach's gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
Zach attack.
I think I'm gonna go. I haven't bought a ticket, but
Simon's
I'm
gonna
gonna
go.
go anyway.
My son may go. I might bring Carson, so everybody can like pick on
Yeah.
Carson. Oh my God. Did I tell you about I did tell you about it. No, did I tell you about it? Did we say it on
I don't
air?
know what
The
you're talking
whole,
about at this point.
oh my God,
It's
the
like,
idea. So I brought him to the PHP Upstate meetup the other day, or last week,
oh
whatever it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
And
I
so
remember you saying you were gonna do it, but
did I say it on the air? Did I already talk about
I
this?
can't remember.
So, all right. So we
Maybe.
go to the
Yeah.
PHP Upstate meetup. It's a meetup. There's only 10 guys, including Carson and I. Small meetup this time. Usually it's a little bit bigger, but I messaged everybody in Telegram. I was like, I'm bringing Carson. We got to
Mm.
prank him. And so over
Mm.
10, 20, 30
Mm.
messages, we came up with the idea. All right, when the meeting starts, Bogdan, who runs it, is going to get up and say, all right, guys, it's time, or some kind of cue notice, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to just all surround Carson, sit at the table where he's sitting, and say, listen, this is actually an intervention about your YouTube and video game addiction. And like have a serious like
Oh
man
no,
to
that's
man conversation, like and so the funny part is like that was funny enough. And I was like, on the way there, I was like, Carson, how good are you at acting? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I can tell you. I'm like, all right. He finally was like, I can do it. I'll do it. Whatever it is. I want to know what's going on. I was like, all right, listen, we're gonna prank you. But here's the thing. We have an opportunity to prank everybody else. So
oh,
I was like,
the
this is
old
what the
double
plan is.
bluff.
Yep. I said, this is what the plan is. All right. So they're going to surround you. They're going to talk about your video game YouTube addiction and like an intervention style. And I want you to like start crying and put your head down. And then you're there for a minute and you're kind of sulking. And then Steven Fox will be there. And I want you to like put your head up crying and be like, Uncle Steven touched me. Imagine Steven's face.
Oh my gosh, no.
So we
That's
practiced a
terrible.
couple times.
No, that's
So
terrible.
here's what happened. Here's what happened. We get
No.
there and Steven and Bogdan are at a bar down the street, an outdoor bar, just having a beer and a little whatever. we show up and Bogdan ruins the whole thing. He's like, "Oh, it's time for the intervention. You ready, Carson?" And I'm like, "What, dude?" Because he had already had a couple beers. I'm like, "Well, the joke would have been on Steven, actually." And we told him the whole thing. Steven was like, "Oh my God, thank you for not doing that."
Doing that, no. Oh, that would have been
So
terrible.
the whole thing was really just a funny story now, but none of it happened. So
Thank
except for this.
goodness.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be one of those things where there's like an inquest.
Yeah.
Somebody gets a record that didn't have
Yep.
one before, you know, like, oh dear.
If he would have said it was me, then they like nobody would know what the joke is. And I'm like, Steven. All right, if it was Bogdan
Just
and you never met, you know. So
don't ever make a joke about that kind of thing.
we didn't
That's
do it.
just
We didn't do it.
no,
We
thank
just made a joke
goodness.
about making a joke. That's all.
Well, we're not going to do crazy pranks like that at the Vibes, but I do like the
No.
sound of this smash room. That would be great. Let's find a smash room. Didn't you do that
Ooh. Yeah, me
someplace?
and
Was that a
Josh Siri. Yeah.
Wire Live?
At Wire Live in Buffalo. There was a smash room. There's some videos. Me and Josh Sear smashing stuff. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, that sounds
It
like
was fun.
cathartic.
Zach was there too. Actually, Zach was gonna go into the room first, but they wouldn't let him in. I think the overalls wouldn't fit him, and so I took his spot. Isn't that right, Zach? That's what happened. I remember this.
The overalls didn't fit, and so what? They just wouldn't let you smash stuff because
I think they were like,
you
well,
could have
because you
just
have to
taken your
wear
clothes off.
that's true. That's less protective. I think that's not
That's not how this works. Yeah.
they should just need a waiver for that too. That's all. You're right. They could have figured it out. So, all right. That's the vibes. What do we got next? We've got dun, da, 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 the course. The
Yeah. So
course.
we could have tied. I should have put this in the other order because I think we could have tied this up with the bits we were talking about earlier. But
Oh, well,
yeah,
whatever.
no, this is good. The course. Go on, you take it away. Tell us.
We all right. It's such a moving target, man. All right, so the video course, we want to do a video course, okay? We know that we need to educate people. It's going to help adoption overall. It's a lot of effing work to make a video course. We're charging for it. Subscribers will probably get a break on that. Any EAP people will get a break on that. There's going to be early bird kind of pricing on that. And we were like going to delay even doing this because it's probably going to be, honestly, at this point, it might even be after Laracon US before we can actually get anything out, in all honesty, in all reality, because there's a lot of things that we have to do over the next couple of months. Then we're doing Japan, and then a couple other talks that we're doing in between, and a couple other ones we've applied for, and all this stuff. And there's other stuff we got to work on, like Bifrost and a bunch of stuff there. And I mean, there's just a lot of work to do. And it's not just about like finding time to squeeze in to do a video here or there. It's the context switching stuff and like getting your environment ready and scripting and like lighting and all that stuff, right? So it's like, but here's the thing: we were just gonna wait and like put out a page way later when we're closer to having that ready. But I was like, frustration comes from unmet expectations. But if we put on a landing page, we're asking for money now, but the expectation is we're not going to have any videos ready until July or August or something like that. But because you are investing in us early, you get a better price. And you're just know that you're helping support fund the video course and all that stuff like that we could use the help financially on that anyway. So I think if like we just make it big and bold and clear and obvious, like you can pay now, you don't have to,
Yeah.
but if you do, that it's not going to come out until like July, August probably, and you're helping us a ton by doing that. I think that is I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. If someone pays, they pay. If they don't, there's no one forcing anybody, right? And we're not going to like tease,
Oh,
probably no countdown even until we get closer to like having some content ready and that kind of stuff. So it's just put it out there. If someone wants to pay, they can help. That would be great. And that's it.
yeah, I like that. obviously I like that if it means that we get some of that income a bit earlier. But I think the challenge with doing something like that is that we have to stick to some kind of schedule to make sure that we get it out when we said we were going to get it out. It's
Yep.
like very easy if months go by for that to just get pushed further and further away.
The
So
proof, the what I lean on for that is like when we did Bifrost, right? We busted
yeah,
our ass to get that out as soon as possible. We didn't want people like their monthly payments recurring even one time. I think it did
sure.
recur one time before it came out. And so like, yeah, I don't want to kick the can too far down the road, and I want the expectation to be realistic. So if
Yeah,
we get to June and it's like, dude, we have to now start working getting some of this content done, then we're
yeah,
going to do that. We bust our asses, man. We work long days and nights and weeks and months, and I think whatever it is that we decide on, it will, even if it ends up being September, if we say it's September, okay. I mean, again, there's no one forcing you to pay now, right? So uh
yeah. I
but
I
we don't
think we
want it to
can
be that late, you know?
we
The
can do it if there's like a good uptake on this, pre-sale, whatever you want to call that. Um,
Well,
yeah,
and
because I
that
think
goes
if
back
they're
into like if we get enough of the right partners coming alongside and
yeah,
revenue coming in from other places, we've already got people lined up ready to help us with some things as well that we trust, that we've worked
mhm,
with in the past, that we can help. They can help us with Bifrost and with some of these other things. So that all kind
yeah,
of feeds into that equation that gives us, it's a pressure release valve, right? It's going to help us
yeah,
accomplish those things faster. So
cool. One other thing is if we put, I feel like we should do a video to announce the video course, but
yeah.
we're not going to have any course material to show people in the video, right? Because we haven't recorded any of it yet. So,
Nope, and it's gonna be different anyway. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, that's true. It will be very
that's what I
different.
was gonna say. So that's actually what I was gonna start with is that like the whole thing, it's a moving target. Like the software is constantly changing. The way that we're doing things is always changing. If we
Yeah,
record now, in 3 months it might be obsolete, or we have to re-record something to change it
sure.
because it's not. And there's, even if we say July or August or September, there's still a very real chance like that's all going to have to change. Whatever we do by September might change by December or something, you know.
Yeah,
We don't
definitely.
want that, but this is new territory, you know. Things are moving, so we have to consider that wisely and come up with a good plan strategy. When we're in Amsterdam, I think we're gonna record a video together about it
Yeah,
either way.
we should do that. I think like it's a great opportunity to do it while we're together to like we did for the Bifrost one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
hopefully a bit better than that one this time because I feel like that was tough.
Cool.
Cool.
You just got to
Uh,
smile more. That's all. That was my
yeah,
only
you're
gripe.
right.
Smile more.
Somebody
Noelia told you
commented that
this
I
too.
look like an AI now, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
they
she did.
sound. You
She did say,
sound like
yeah.
it's your voice, man. It's not your
Hello.
face.
Yeah, but it's because I've got a cold. I've had a cold for a couple of weeks, so I'm just like it's rough. Um, cool. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's do that. So, what do you
And
want?
also, what do you guys think of that? I mean, we'd love comments on any of that. Like, that's what you guys are here for. That's what we're here for and talking to you guys about. So
Yeah. It
we
would.
appreciate your feedback. We really do. We take it to heart, as you can tell, like we do. That's I think that goes without saying.
Yeah. I think to be explicit about that, just to say, like, do you would you be comfortable parting with some cash now to get access to a course at a very discounted amount, and then waiting until sort of July, August, September for material to start coming out because that is what the timeline looks like right now for when we're actually going to be able to start doing that.
Just thought of this. So if you look at Caleb Porzio's video courses on GitHub and all that stuff that he's done in the past, those are monthly subscriptions, lower dollar amount. We could do
Mm,
something like, if it's early, it is a a flat fee versus
Yeah,
later it
one-off.
might end up
Mm.
being a subscription sort of. And I've done that. I mean, I did $14. I pay for it for 2 months, watch some videos, cancel, come back 6 months later when I have another project and I need a reminder. And like, I think that all kind of adds up, and I'm not opposed to that. We could talk to him and see like if how effective that was. I think that was very effective for him though.
Yeah, he did a few things kind of like that where you you sort of got special access. I think he did a GitHub sponsors thing. I've
Yeah.
tried some of those as well, and that's worked out okay. But for this, I think the tricky part is like you saying, it's always a moving target. Like technology is always improving, changing, and the material that means you need to be constantly updating the material. And yeah, making it a one-off payment is hard to do if it doesn't cover that cost of investing all of that time.
I do think that soon though, especially given like with the new stuff that we're working on, because we're building everything with this sort of extendability.
Mm,
Yes, things are going to change, but I do feel like with version 3 with Air, like I do feel like things are much more stable,
yeah.
solid. Not, then I go and do, things like what I just did, but I think like that's probably the last big one that will happen in,
Yeah, I
perhaps.
agree with that.
So
No,
there
I,
can be
I I think we have to just work hard to make it so that it's also not backwards incompatible, but which I think is doable. We're not in this territory of like we're drastically changing loads of APIs, but
no, 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 not loads of things. I've thought about this. I'm comfortable if it has to not be,
yeah,
then
yeah.
it can't be, but it could be. And so we have a lot of exploring to do. There's no way to put any promises out there yet on any of that stuff. But our heart's in the right place with it, I think.
Cool. Well, I guess if you've got, I haven't seen any chat coming through about the course and what we've just proposed, but if anybody's got
Yeah.
any thoughts about that and want to share, feel free to like message about it on Discord or reach out to either of us.
Yep.
Um, yeah, cool. I'm excited for that. I do want to. I know like, we've talked about it loads before. The education is the important piece that's going to help people get on board with this. The
Yep.
Laracast course helps a little bit, but it's not really like guiding people through the ins and outs of all of the different things. It's really a very surface level intro to the tool. Whereas I think we have an opportunity to create like a proper masterclass and go really deep and do it really well. So I'm excited to do that.
Look
Cool.
at that. RK
Yeah.
baby. RK Raj. Uh yeah, he said it before. He's like, whatever you guys do, we're going to support. He sees the future. He gets it.
Yeah. To the moon,
So
baby.
yeah, I figured like it doesn't hurt. It doesn't take long for us to set it up. Number one, number two,
Hmm.
there's no one's forcing anybody to do anything. We just do want to set the right expectations. That's the most important
Yeah.
part. So okay,
Cool.
cool. We got another one. We got one last thing here.
Yeah, and we probably should wrap it up because my battery is now at 20%, and I don't know why I haven't got my thing to
Simon.
hand.
Oh God.
So, this is where it's all going to start falling apart. Um, yeah, so this last thing, I was just thinking about this the other day, and I saw this tweet, and I was like, oh my God, that is exactly what has been in my brain for probably like 3 or 4 months now. This um I don't know if I can actually show it. Let me see if I can fetch the. Did I send you the link to the tweet?
Yep,
I did
you
somewhere,
did.
right?
Telegram. It's the only place we
Dun,
talk.
dun, 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 dun. Oh my, yeah, but we've got so much in there. I don't know if I can find it
Well,
now.
I mean, I sent it to my dad. I could send it to you
um,
again. Hang on a second. I'm pretty
I,
sure.
I I know where I've got
No,
it.
I didn't. I didn't. No.
I know where I've got it. It's going to be in my DMs because I sent it to myself. Yeah, there it is. Um, so let me. See. I'm gonna share this tab. Share, share, share.
It's pronounced Shane, but she had a great voice.
Oh God, kill me now. Can you
I can see it.
yeah, let me make it a little bit bigger. Oh no, that doesn't even work. Does it work if I do? Oh my goodness.
Looks
That
great.
doesn't really help anybody. Okay, well, I'm gonna just turn this down a little bit so I can still hear, but
biggest phone I've ever seen. You just talk to it and can do
can you hear
everything
it?
for you. Like I could say,
Yep.
I'm the Golden Gate Bridge. Find 5 Instagram posts of that bridge, over 10,000 likes. Create a new collection called Golden Gate Bridge and save those posts to it. And the phone will start doing those things.
Okay, I'm not gonna play the whole video, but this is basically, if you think of this as like AI running on the phone, but not just as like, you know, OpenAI, Chat GPT, Claude apps, but a full agent running on the device. And then it's doing like what Claude Code can do on your computer, where it could tap into other applications, right? And it's running through doing stuff on your phone. And it's just like this. I mean, I don't know if it's realistic that this will happen, because it just seems like crazy that, you know, people would allow these things to roam free across their devices. But my overarching thought with all of this is, you know, this technology is moving really fast. The models are going to get like better and smaller and faster. The devices are going to keep getting better, more memory, more space, better CPU, etc. There's going to be some converging point where it will make sense to have the whole model, one of these models, running on your phone, and then to have the phone as a first party, you know, operating system, have a first party agent using that on device model to get it to use tools. But what are the tools in that situation, if not apps that are installed on the phone?
Exactly. Yeah, we're in a good space, I think. We weren't setting out, we didn't know what AI was going to be doing a year ago when we started this project, or 3 years ago when you started the project, right? Not at all.
Yeah. No, no,
And
no.
I think that like this is a great space for us to be in. We don't know how that's going to turn out, but we know that whatever it is, we can adapt towards those things. So if there's maybe some API SDK or something that says that allows you to create an app that can be used by some other AI, that by some agent on the phone or something like that, and there's something that you have to build your app to hook into that, we're going to be ready for it. We're already ready for that. Like it doesn't even exist yet necessarily, but maybe you could make that app, right? Maybe you make that SDK that other apps
Yeah.
can trigger and pull, you know, talk to other apps and that kind of stuff. I think it's really exciting. When I saw it, I didn't think as much like Claude Code. It looked to me more like OpenClaw,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
running free on your device. I don't like using those words. I think you have to give it access to. But the guy's like, hey, whatever. Hey, Claudio, I want a Big Mac and French fries and a sweet tea from McDonald's. Order it for me. It opens DoorDash, it gets the order ready, and then it prompts him for payment when it's ready. Or it's like, hey, find me the lowest priced ticket that's leaving on Saturday from Bangladesh. And it goes and it finds the lowest. It's using the apps that are on his phone, and it's like, here's the lowest price one. It leaves at whatever time and just ready for his payment and, you know, his approval for those things. That's powerful. And I think like
Right.
humans are lazy and we want that, and it's gonna
Yeah.
happen. Period.
Yeah.
You know. So
No, and I actually hate to say this, but I think the Android space is kind of ripe for that to happen first, because it's
you think so?
sort of an open platform, you know, like way more so than Apple. And Apple have been,
I would argue that's not true. I
I
would
mean,
argue that's not true. Google is dicks. Sorry.
yeah.
They
Well, but like
they
anybody
suck
can create
bad.
I mean, I don't know how realistic this is, but in theory, at least, anybody can create a version of Android and install it on their Android phone. It's very difficult to like. There's no way of forking iOS, and you can run things to sort of hack into iOS, but it's
Yeah, you
really
can do that, but
janky
it
and whatever.
requires
But
the user has to know how to root their device and
sure.
hot flash things over, which I did that a long time ago. It's kind of funny. I had a company called Android Doctor. I would like do screen replacements for
See,
people and root their
yeah,
phones, all that stuff. But yeah, I think that's a misnomer. I think it's a misperception. I think they used to be more open and free
right.
with being able to do some things. I have had personal experience with getting rejections from Google Play. I have seen other people getting rejections and just some weird stuff that they require you to do that Apple does not. And it's like, I thought Google would be easy about this stuff.
Right.
So I think that that's both on both sides. It's a moving target that could change tomorrow for both, either way. But
Yeah.
we're in that space though, and it's our jobs to learn and to know and to understand how these things work anyway and educate people on it.
Sure. It feels to me like that would be a sort of watershed moment in the consumer frontier usage of like AI and agents, because everybody's got a phone in their pocket. And there's a lot of people who basically only use their phone. They might use a computer when they get into the office, or their job gives them a laptop or something, but they don't really use that for the day-to-day communication and web surfing and app usage. And when they've got an agent on their phone and it's doing stuff for them, and they can legit talk to it like the kind of the promise that Siri has always had, and then it's actually doing things like really reliably, it feels like the obvious next step, without kind of rehashing the entire ecosystem that they've built up for years and years and years, Apple and Google, that is, to have those models and those agents to be able to sort of incrementally access other apps, third-party apps. And so it just feels really natural to me that if you're a business, you're gonna want to be an app that's in that environment where everybody can
Yep.
use this tool. So the discovery is like super easy, and it's not faffing around with like this PWA doesn't load because the user's got no 5G or whatever. It's like it can always go and do whatever it's trying to do because your app is on the device and runs as a native thing.
I did a risky move this morning. I've had a beta update on my phone available for like 2 weeks or something, and I've been saying no, and I'm like,
just before.
let's do it before I travel. I leave in
Yeah.
12 hours for Amsterdam. And it works fine so far, knock on wood. But the very first thing that happened when my phone rebooted, it popped up. There was a notification from Siri saying, "Hey, we see that Siri has discovered that you're leaving for Amsterdam, the Netherlands today. If you haven't gotten a roaming package or an international plan, you can go through your carrier, Mint Mobile, or you can buy one through Apple somehow." It's like, tap here for more options, go to the website and read up on how that's. I was like, holy shit, that's pretty in there. That's pretty in depth. Like, for it to know from Siri, I'm going to Amsterdam and my mobile carrier is going to have to change something somehow. And it knows that my mobile carrier is Mint. I use Mint. I already bought like a 10-day international pass, a Mint International, they call it. And
No wonder your
so
jokes are so bad.
why?
Well, Minternational. That's
what they called it. That's what it says.
Yeah, no, but that's a classic dad pun. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny. I'll tell you. I have to tell you off air. Sorry, it's not funny. Hey Shane, in Jump, if we are deleting app, it was taking some time. In the meantime, display some progress bar. It was a little confusion. Have I clicked on delete button or not? In Jump. So are you on iOS or Android, first of all? I'm guessing Android. If we are deleting the app, it was taking some time. I can look into that. I think I understand. If you're deleting the app, it takes some time for it to update. No progress bar. Okay, yeah, I can look at that. If that's
I
what.
haven't had any issues on iOS deleting Like
No, well, they're different. They're totally
apps
different.
internally.
You know, they are different things. Ooh, yeah. Oh man, I thought of this too. I gotta wait till we're off air to talk about it on Android. So I'll take a look at that. Yeah, that's a good idea. If it's not doing something now, just show some kind of indicator that says, "Hey, we're deleting stuff," and it could take a second or something. So, yeah, cool, man. I think that's it. You ready to go? Are your bags packed? You leave tomorrow, yeah?
My bags are like half packed because I've been basically living out of my suitcase already. So yeah, I've just got to like, squeeze them down, zip it up, and then I'm out the door. So yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. I'm ready. My flight's at 11 p.m. It's 10:22 a.m. Let's go, bro.
Your
My first time in
flight's at
Amsterdam. It's gonna
11
be fun.
p.m.
Yeah, 2 shots of
That's
vodka. Wake up 8 hours later in London. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's great. That is great.
Yeah.
And
It'll be
you're
noon London time, and so I'll be wide awake and be ready to go.
perfect. No jet lag. Like
2 hours layover and then an hour and a half or something to Amsterdam.
yeah, it's easy. So I get to Amsterdam at like 12 local time, something like that. Maybe it's a little bit later than 12:30, 1 o'clock. And then you're gonna be there, it sounds like maybe 2, 3.
I land at I think 4:40 p.m.
Oh, right,
Saturday.
okay.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 hour layover in London and then an hour and a half or something.
Cool. And then
Something like
we can meet up, hold hands, and skip down the street together. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna kiss you right on the nose
I'll get my nose ready.
in the red light district. Mwah.
Mm.
Advertising. You know, this is an interesting question, but it's also a very interesting name. I've not seen this name before, I don't think. So apologies if I have. Barbie the Great on TikTok. I like it. Where can I buy test flight code? I'm not sure what you mean. So test flight is an app that you download from the Play Store or the App Store on your iPhone. And then if you're deploying code to the test flight to App Store Connect, you have to register. Well, you can just add your email address for whatever your App Store, whatever you're using for Apple. And you'll get a notification. You'll get an email actually to say, "Yep, I want to install that app," and then it will open up Test Flight, and then you can install it. If that's what you're referring to.
I think it might be related to the earlier comment that this person made.
I didn't see this.
So it sounds like they're having trouble figuring out how to get Jump running.
Jump app we're deleting? No, where is this? How can I use my iPhone?
But maybe it's not Jump related at all.
Native run. Redeem code from test flight.
I'm just going to say, if you're using Native Run, if you've got a Mac and you've got your iPhone, you need to have your iPhone set up as in developer mode. There's instructions for all of this in the docs.
In the docs,
and then it will show up in the list of devices when you do Native Run, and then it will deploy the app to the phone. You don't need to touch Test Flight or anything like that.
Oh, they're saying I want to try a demo only like what I use on my Android. I scan the QR. I can test my app on local. That should work with your iPhone.
That's Jump. That sounds like they're
with
talking about Jump.
Yeah.
So if you're scanning QR
which is not
code,
Native
that's a Jump
Run.
app. So to get the Jump app, you need to download the Jump app, and that is only available through Test Flight. But you basically invite yourself into Test Flight by clicking the link to download the app from bifrost.nativephp.com/jump. So as long as you do, I think you have to do that on your phone, right? You go to, that's not quite right, but there's too many P's and too few T's. But
my bad. I was trying to spell hippopotamus.
Clearly,
I did great.
So yeah, then you would get like, you possibly need to have your I can't remember what the flow's like if you've never done test flight before, but you sign in with your Apple ID and you agree to some terms from Apple, and you have to install the test flight app, and then you can install apps that are distributed through test flight. And then you've got jump on your phone, and so as Shane was saying, you don't use the run command, you would use native jump, the same as you would use for Android.
Correct.
And
Yep.
you just have to run for the different device. Like you can't use the Android QR code for the iOS device. You have to do native jump and then select iOS. And then when that
Yep.
QR code shows, that's the one you scan from your iOS device. But
You know, we thought that was a great idea to do the jump app for a while before it went out. I did not think, I mean, I don't know, maybe I just got like so into the project, like, yeah, it's done, there it is. So many people love the freaking jump app. That's been like
yeah,
clearly instrumental in a lot of that coming out with it's free and open source. And everybody can test this now on their phone. And yeah, it's cool. I get it. I didn't know it was just going to be like, I don't know. I feel like it's a big deal. People really like it, which I'm happy about.
I got a message from Joe Masalotti, who's doing the Ruby, Rails, Hotwire native stuff, saying like back in this is a few weeks ago, basically saying like this is amazing, sort of inspirational. And then he shared something with me the other day. It was like, I've taken a lot of inspiration from what you guys have done with native PHP and Jump and everything. So yeah, it's good. It's very good. I mean, we obviously we wanted to replicate what the experience is from the Expo world, right? Because they've got the Expo Go, but I think I've tried Expo Go. I think it's crap, and I think Jump is way better. So good job.
You know, it's constantly going to be evolving. There's other ideas that we've got too in that space. I think hooking it up to Bifrost was awesome. I think hooking it up to Mimi was awesome, and we do have a question about that.
Oh yeah, I'm still working on that. We had a flood of people trying to use it, and it basically brought down the service. So that was a bit unfortunate, and I haven't been able. Basically, I need to deploy it to better infrastructure, and there's only one way that I can do that at the moment, which I don't have time to. Just between all of the talks that we've been giving, I haven't had time to knuckle down and.
It's been a
Sort that
busy
out, but
since we got back from India and all this was out there. So many things it's been very busy. Lots of things have kind of changed for us too, and lots of travel talks. And we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. It's not there
yeah,
now. The thing is, if you have an Anthropic key, which you use for Mimi, you can use Cloud Code against our stuff. Actually, part of the v3.1 release will include Pushback from Laravel created our v3 guidelines. That's going to go out with version 3.1. So those have been merged. They're on main now, so you can actually start playing with dev main for your branch if you want to. But when we release this, it'll be part of main, and you can start playing with it. So
yeah. I did see this message, Raj, but earlier when you said that that wasn't working, let's chat on Discord about that because there should be showing all of your simulators. That suggests that some cache thing somewhere is awry
or
and needs to just be
I've
blown
seen
up.
that error before, and it's what I've seen more from the package command. So I'm not sure, but it's kind of strange. It's kind of
Yeah,
strange.
let's try
But
and work through it on Discord
yeah, we could
because
do it.
I'm running out of juice and this thing's gonna die.
Go. And thanks, Barbie. I'm glad that we could help, and it's working for you. So good. All right, that's it. It's 10:30. We got 10 seconds to end the call to be exactly on time. Love you. We'll see you guys next week, probably the week after, because we'll be just getting back from Amsterdam. And that's about it.
See you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow, dude. Kiss on the nose, red light district. Let's
Safe
do it.
travels.
All right.